gone back and looked at some tape. Just give me your impressions on what happened.
Yeah, like you said, it was 14-10. Um, they did a surprise on 7-7 and a half, surprise onside kick. Went down, took the lead 14-10 or 14-7. We were able to kick a field goal right there in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, battled back and forth, going back and forth field position. And you know, we had a 4th and 7 at about the 45-yard line with about 4 minutes, 4:30 to go. Decided to punt it and pinned them down at the 18-yard line. Felt great about it. And then we just had a guy out of position and they break off a 88-yard touchdown run. So I thought our defense had played fantastic up until that point. And so that obviously took a lot of you know, a lot of steam out of what we were doing, and then gave them a short field for the second touchdown there. But really, 14-10 game for 55 minutes, and we just couldn't finish it. So that's the frustrating part of it. Feel terrible for our guys. Thought they played really, really well. We had some opportunities, to make some plays, just didn't get it done.
Yeah, let's just kind of staying on the defense. To your point, obviously the big runs by Mace, but outside of that, you held them to 120 yards through the air, and you kept their running game in check. Other than some big plays that he was able to make, what were you able to do so effectively to keep them in check most of the day?
Yeah, Mace had a great day, and like you said, I appreciate that. He got the 88 yarder. He got a 40 yarder in there too. I mean, he had the majority of his yards kind of on 3 runs. Again, I thought our defense came up with a great game plan. They did a fantastic job of just limiting their run lanes, and our D line, was able to get some push. Fred Thomas had a great game, his best game as a Towson Tiger. Came up with a ton of tackles. And then, I think shutting down the passing game, obviously they were going to run the ball more. Thought we had some good coverage, some good looks. Miles Brody, he continues to be, I think, if not the best, one of the best corners in the league. He had 2 or 3 shots at him and did a great job of breaking the ball up and making the most of his time.
And then special teams came up big. You blocked 2 field goals in the game, got your hand on a punt. Just talk about some of those plays and that were able to very much keep you in the game.
Yeah, I mean, they had gotten into field goal range. We had not done a great job on one punt. We gave up kind of a bigger return than what we're used to, and then we had a punt go off the side of Bryce's foot that gave them shorter fields. But to be able to get those two blocks was huge. And then really at the end of the game, I think those 2 blocks affected. He ended up missing one as well. And I think the pressure, we were getting great surge in the right side of their line, and just really getting a hand up. And 2 different guys were able to block it. So credit to though our group for taking that taking that rep as seriously as any other rep, and again changed the complexion of the game because it kept us in it.
Offensively, in the first half, you got the big play on a really creative call to John Dunmore, where he was able to get the ball in reverse and get down the sideline. Just talk about that play and how it developed.
Yeah, up until that time, we had missed on a couple of throws. We were off on a couple of blocks, so we really hadn't done much. The opening play of that drive ran a little double move, and Jarvis Jones came up with a great catch. Andrew threw him a great ball down the sideline, came right back with the reverse. Really good blocking on the edge by Bryce Butler, setting that play up. John's had a unique year. He's our leading receiver, but he's thrown a touchdown, caught 5 touchdowns, and rushed for a touchdown now. So doing a lot of fun things for us, and he had another really good game. Just needed to get him the ball probably a few more times.
Yeah, obviously Villanova's got one of the top defenses in the conference. What were they able to do to really make it tough on your offense?
Yeah, really, they did a great job, I think, rotating around in their coverages. And I think they've always been good against the run. And, the 3 years that we have played them, I think they do as good a job as anybody as, attacking the box and crowding the box with that type of look. But I thought they were very, very good, disguising coverages. And, one of the things when you play a freshman quarterback, is you're going to see a lot of different looks. People are going to try to do as many things as they can to get him off his game. And I thought Andrew started a little slow, but picked it up late. They brought some good pressure. We were rotating through a few O linemen, trying to find the right mix. But I've been very impressed with their defense every year, just how they play. They play as a unit. They're all on the same page. And you don't see many people scoring many points against them.
Yeah, we were talking about with some other coaches on the call today that 3-3 defense that they play. All the coaches always talk about how difficult that is to prepare for you. From your standpoint, what makes it so effective? What they do?
Yeah, I think they do a good job of presenting you. They're rushing three, they're rushing four, they're rushing five, they're rushing six. I think we have a little bit of an advantage because we play a three-man front, but they play theirs a little differently, and they do different things. And so, I when anytime you play a three-man front, you got to contend with, okay, where are the extra people coming from? And I thought they did a good job. They gave us a couple different looks. They were coming off the bye week. They gave us a couple different looks of how they present to their four-man pressure and their five-man pressure.
Your team on the road Saturday at UAlbany, a team that's while their record's not good, has been in a bunch of close games, including one last Saturday. Just talk about the challenges they present for you.
Well, I think, again, we've got a couple more wins than them, but I mean, I think they're very similar to us. Lose a 5-point game, a 7-point game, uh, you know, lose lose a 13-point game to Villanova. We know what that's like. A 3-point game to Bryant. I think they're right there. In true Albany fashion, their defense is very sound. They've got, seem like every year they've got defensive linemen that are difficult to contain, linebackers that make a lot of tackles. Um, and offensively, they've really shown spurts. And I mean, which is, it concerns you because I think they can make things happen at any point in time. I think they're dealing with a little bit of what we're dealing with, just trying to be a consistent team, play after play, week after week, drive after drive. And so going up to their place, I mean, it seems like, every time we turn on film, they're playing at home, and they play well at home. So for us, we played great 2 weeks ago. We played really good for 55 minutes last week. We got to find a way to just, keep pushing through and keep getting better.
And they've been great at home. You guys have been great on the road. How much confidence does that provide you on that trip?
Yeah, we're better at home, right? We have won a game at home right now. We're better on the road, no doubt. So we got to find a way to make that work, and something's got to give in this one because again, like you said, they have been very good at home.
All right, Pete. Thanks so much for your time here this afternoon, and we'll talk again next.